Hey, how you doing? I'm Adam Post, publisher of College of the Dead, publisher of independent comics for 30 years. Oh my God, I'm 50 years old. And a publisher of more than 1,000 independent comic books. Totally proud of it. And member of Comicsgate. Hey, interesting quick update. So DC Comics had announced in the past that they were going to go with a multi-distributor model. And frankly, what I thought they meant at the time was that they would focus more on their bookstore channel and not be focused so much on non-returnable periodicals. And that may happen in the future. But what looks like is happening now is DC has announced a return to shipping comics for April 27th with alternative distributors. All right, this is coming from The Beat, but it's also in Newsarama, it's in Bleeding Cool, it's all over the place. What the heck's going on? Well, here's the deal. Comic shops are in terrible shape, and more of the business has gone to these mail order services where you can pre-order new comics for like 30% off, sometimes even 40 or 50% off. I mean, ridiculous high discounts so that you can get your new comics. Instead of at the local comic store, you can get them through this mail order service. And the mail order service, again, gives you massive discounts. And what's happened is, over the last, I don't know, few years, first of all, I have no idea why the publishers didn't police this, because it's killed a lot of shops. These guys, all right, so these guys in Michigan, where the hell are these guys? Is it Michigan? All right. This is the wrong article. Hold on a second. All right, this one is from CBR.com. So there's this major mail order company doing pre-orders, Discount Comic Book Services, and Midtown Comic Books, which also specializes in mail order, a lot of high-end comics. They have Manhattan stores, a bunch of retail stores, but they also have a big mail order operation, a big pre-order operation. And obviously what DC said was like, all right, well, look, we got these freaking comics. We want to look viable. So what we will do is we will sell direct to our retail mail order clients that are major clients. Now, I haven't heard anything about mycomicshop.com. I'm curious about that. But at least these two guys have been mentioned. So you've got two new distributor imprints that were set up by these companies, Lunar Distribution and UCS Comic Distributors. Now, these distributors, again, are like divisions of the mail order company. And what will happen is retailers will be able to connect with either of these two distributors and get their non-returnable periodical DC comics through them. Collectibles, no, but they are going to allow them to do comics. So the idea is DC figured this: regardless of what's going to happen with Diamond, at least the people who, through mail order retail comic operations, like Midtown Comics, like this Discount Comic Services, they want to make sure they at least got those comics. At that point, they were like, well, what the hell? If you want to sell to other stores, you can sell to other stores. So what this means is DC is taking the comic book independent store, like, you know, even the successful independent stores like Brian Hibbs' operation in San Francisco, or what used to be Jim Hanley's Universe, any single even popular retail storefront. It's not really relevant to DC anymore as far as selling comics. So this is actually a considerable shift. It's sales of comics directly from the publisher, not even to really the retail store anymore as the priority. It's to the mail order retailer as the priority, because the mail order retailer, let's say has, I have no idea, 5,000, 50,000 direct-to-consumer customers, a lot. So it's almost like, a chain of 100 or 300 stores all of its own, because they're doing so much freaking business. See? So the focus is, all right, we'll take care of all the mail order retailers. While we're at it, yeah, I guess we have to let the other comic stores get the comics too. But the comic stores are not a priority. And as far as they're concerned, apparently Diamond is not a priority either. I hadn't heard this, but I wouldn't really be in a position to have heard this. Heidi McDonald at The Beat here says that, all right, here, Lunar, which is one of the new distributors, is handling accounts in the western section of North America, and UCS, the eastern portion. Nothing's known of these two entities. Okay, that we found out a little bit later. Bing, bang, boom. So she said, what the hell? Where did she say this? She said somewhere that she had heard that Diamond had not renewed their exclusive deal with DC. Who the heck would know? And this would be an outcropping of that. It's likely, because for DC to have broken an exclusive agreement with Diamond just like out of the blue, would be a very weird move. That's not something DC would probably do, especially given that Diamond's going to open in a few months anyway. So realistically, this was probably coming soon enough anyway, in the next few months, easily enough next year, where they would say, look, we'll sell direct to the mail order retailers because they're the future. And as far as these retail stores go, sure, if they want to hustle around and sell some comic books, that's fine. But with all the physical retail stores suffering and more of them going out of business, even prior to this big health event, it was clear that the mail order retailers are going to be the ones that are going to thrive and survive, like MyComicShop.com, like Mile High Comics, like Midtown Comics, and like this discount comic book services. And, that's where the power has shifted. Speaking of powerful shifting, shift right over to College of the Dead. Check this out at collegeofthedead.com. Link is also in the description. It's my 48-page graphic novel. Definitely check it out. It's completely done. We just ordered test prints today. I'm getting them overnight FedEx by Friday of next week. They look gorgeous, I know already, but I can't wait to get them. It's all complete, and the final books will be shipping June 2020. Don't miss out on those, okay? Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Put any comments you have below. Did you know this? Have you heard about this? No, you're hearing it from me first, all right? There you go. And my interpretation of this, of DC's decided to now focus on mail order retailers as opposed to physical store retailers, is unique. You won't see other people talking about that probably for another month or two until their brains get put together. But I've been in this industry 30 years. I've done every aspect of the industry, so I know what I'm talking about and where I'm coming from. All right, I'll see you again soon. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.